What's up, everybody? It's J and J with Justin and Jordan.
Yeah.
What we got today, Justin? What's going on today?
So, just came back from All Star Weekend. So far today, we just got post All Star Weekend talk. NBA just came back on Thursday, so not really a bunch of action so far this week in the NBA. So, we kind of just freestyling, see what we're gonna talk about. But the show goes on regardless.
We don't even have Sydney Sweeney's today, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna roll. I mean, Justin, overall, how did you feel about All Star Weekend?
Um. To be honest, kind of. I mean, I know everybody's talked about it all week. It's just been kind of like underwhelming. All Star Friday night. I mean, we were here recording during the celebrity game, so I didn't really get to catch that. But when I watched the highlights, it looked pretty cool. We saw a bunch of NFL players playing. We had Micah Parsons taking 30 shots.
Yeah.
Fucking Puka Nacua dunking on everybody. CJ Stroud hooping. Like, that was cool to see. Kai not getting the ball. Like, that was pretty fun. The Rising Stars, I tried to go back and watch the highlights afterwards, but I was like, how they had like highlights for like 3 different games. I'm like, bro, I miss when it was just rookie versus sophomore.
Yeah, keep it regular.
Because now it's like rookie, sophomore, G Leaguers. And they're not even together. It's kind of like mixed up.
Yeah, I had the drafting and all that. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
fucking
so
with
I'm
that.
like, I'd rather just go rookie, sophomore, just keep it like that. And then if you want to do multiple teams, you could do the guys that didn't make the cut for Rising Stars and have them play the G Leaguers. That could be something. Saturday night, skills challenge. I didn't really watch them. I saw the Pacers shooting the half court shots. They didn't really give a fuck. I miss when it was just the guards doing it. Like, that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna cut in though. I do like though when it was like guards versus bigs, like bigs in their bracket, guards in their bracket, and then they face each other in the final. Like when Porzingis won,
Oh
basically.
yeah, that was yeah.
Like just bring back the OG like shit that you're doing. Though.
And then 3-point contest so far, I think for the last like few years, the 3-point contest has been like the best event. Like, it's always entertaining to watch. Like, you don't got guys that are like clearly not trying. Like, everyone's trying to win that shit.
Yeah.
And then the Steph versus Sabrina shootout was fun. That was pretty fun too. The dunk contest was just whack. Like, I think Jacob Toppin should have been in the final. No bias. But I don't know. And people say it's a lack of names in the dunk contest, but that's not really the case. I think it just comes down to creativity. And we've seen a bunch of dunks, but it's just like a lot of the dunks now is just like the showmanship part of it. Like, we saw fucking Cole Anthony fucking dancing with Tim's on. The Jalen Green NFT.
NFT.
Yo, that was horrible.
But you know what? The worst one of all time will always be Aaron Gordon with the fucking drone. Like, that shit was terrible.
That was what, 2017?
That might have been 17 or 18, but that shit was terrible. Motherfucker really flew in a drone like that wasn't gonna do anything, bro. With mad theatrics. I'm not gonna lie, the John Collins one with the plane was kind of cool, but he fucked up the plane.
Oh yeah.
But that was like an example of like a cool theatrics. He had the scarf on, the pilot goggles. He jumped over the wing and shit. Broke it.
I remember that. Yeah.
That one was kind of cool, but all those other ones are fucking terrible. Terrible, bro.
Nah, that first Mac McClung dunk, I was like, that shit was fun.
No, yeah.
And then the All-Star game itself was ass. Like, I was falling asleep.
It was I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't finish it. It was the worst one ever.
And then by the time it was done, I was like, bro, I feel like I wasted 2 hours of my day. To me, the only good part of the All-Star game was the commentary with Draymond and Chuck.
100%.
That was funny. Like, that was the only reason that was the only thing that kept me in watching the All-Star game, just listening to them. But other than that, All-Star weekend was just like whatever. Like, usually every year I get kind of hyped for All-Star weekend, but then it starts and I'm like, yeah, this is why it's like not as fun anymore.
Do you agree with people saying it's the worst one ever? Or you think that's like recency bias?
Worst one. I feel like it's recency. I feel like we say that every year. You think it's the worst one
I
ever?
think it's the worst one.
Last year was pretty bad too.
Last year was bad. I mean, it's been bad for a while, man. I'm not gonna lie. But my take, I'm gonna break it bit by bit. I mean, Celebrity All Star Game, like we didn't watch it because we were recording actually, and it was like, it's cool. They've got some bigger names like C.J. Stroud's a big name, Michael Parsons is a big name, Kai Cenat is one of the most popular people in the fucking world. So they did better bring on the names, but like you said, after watching the highlights, it's like, was it like that good? I mean, but you know, it's a celebrity game anyway, so we shouldn't really have like crazy ass expectations. You feel me? So I can't really blame them for that, but I would like to see like more A-listers, like continue bring on more and more and more A-listers. That's what I want.
I thought it was dope what they did with the court, where they had like that ruffles button and like, oh, everything counts as double.
Yeah, that's cool.
That shit was dope.
That type of shit, like that's cool, especially for a celebrity game. But like I said, you can't expect much in like the talent department or even like too much in the entertainment department, but it's more like I want to see more and more fucking A-listers like hooping and shit. That's all it is to me. Just the more celebrities, the better. Because when I look at the list, like some years I'm like, who the fuck are these? Like, am I out of touch? Who are these people? You feel me? But it's not even that. Like, you just got to get people. Like, I felt like you had people like Jennifer Hudson. Like, that's a mainstream person. You had mainstream athletes like C.J. Stroud. You had the biggest internet personality probably ever. So you kind of were going into each different type of market and shit. But just the more and more A-listers, the better. There's still some people I didn't know. You feel me? The rookie game, the rookie showcase, like we just said right now, it fucking sucks right now. I understand it. You want to put more eyes on the G League and shit. I'm not interested, me personally.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson said this is his third straight Rising Star.
Yeah, like I could care less about the Rising Stars, bro. It's just the truth. I could care less about Rising Stars. Even USA versus World, I don't like that shit either. Yeah. Just go back to the traditional rookies versus sophomores. Because that shit used to be cool, bro. Remember how cool that shit used to be? Because it was like, you were seeing these guys face each other off for like, who's really like the better like generation kind of, you feel me? Or like those face-to-face like matches like Kyrie versus John Wall. Like that shit is cool. Like we could have had like, actually no, because Chet is a rookie technically. Because I was going to say we could have had like Wemby versus Chet. But it's like, it's always cool because think about it. How many times have we seen like in a draft class, like a guy at this premier position got drafted this year and the very next year, another one. You feel me? So like I just said, for example, like John Wall and Kyrie or Kyrie and Dame Lillard back to back to back. You feel me? So just bring that shit back, bro. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
That's always what I want to see. Trying to like reinvent the wheel and shit, it's unnecessary. And if you're gonna go back to just like a regular game, just one game, and it can't be rookies versus sophomores, at least bring back USA versus World. Because this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, the rookie versus sophomore is always gonna be, especially when it's a dope draft class.
Yeah.
Like, cause like LeBron's rookie year, when it was rookie versus sophomore, everybody was probably hyped because you had LeBron, Melo, D Wade on the same team.
And I was like, what,
Stoudemire, Yao Ming, Jay Will,
Gasol.
Gasol was 01.
Yeah. Okay. Yao Ming. So Yao Ming, Stoudemire.
Was Karan Butler that year? Too?
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
Damn, who was cooking that in that actual game? Actually, wasn't Charlie Villanueva cooking in that game, in that specific game?
He might have tripping. He might have been.
I swear, I feel like he was cooking in that game, bro. But like you said, bro, it's like not only is it like cool because it's like a stacked draft class versus like a stacked draft, or even like a stacked draft class versus a draft class, let's say like going in like 2002. It's like you didn't think it was gonna be that crazy, but they got better in their second fucking year, and you could kind of show the gap between the rookies or the all stars. And the sophomores, like that's always been what was interesting to me. It's like how far ahead are these guys after 1 year compared to these guys in half a season? How good are these fucking rookies that they're hyping up against the people of their own age? Or even like because it's a showcase of like, wow, these are the guys who are gonna carry the fucking NBA for the next years to come. For the next 10 years, these are the guys and they're facing off against each other. That shit is cool to me. So just bring that shit back. Just bring back rookies versus sophomores. Don't complicate shit. I think that's something that NBA likes to do too much, bro. They like to complicate shit. They like to bring in too much new shit at once when it should be like once every couple of years you make a change. But it's like and I've told you before, that's been my main complaint about the NBA in general, bro. They bring too much shit on at the same time, too many changes. Fucking play-in, an extra round of the play-in, in-season tournament, We're changing the rookies versus sophomores. The Rising
Change
Stars Challenge. We're changing. What else are we changing?
the draft.
We're changing the draft. We're adding 2 days of the draft. It's like, slow the fuck down. Sometimes you just gotta slow down. And sometimes you just gotta look at things that work for you and keep it that way. I'll admit, even I still have a controversial stance on the plan, for example. I know I'm getting off topic. But it has brought on more viewership, even though I don't like it. What I always told you and like Dave and shit, like in the group chat, was like, to me it should be like, all right, the plan should have like a special like clause into it. If you're 3 games out or 2 games out of the 8 seed, then you could face the 8 seed for that 8 seed. You feel me? Rather than like be going all the way to the fucking 10 seed, you're like 7 games behind the 8 seed, and now you're playing them for a playoff spot. That's stupid.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're punishing people who earn that shit through the regular season and devaluing it even more. But it's brought on viewership, so what can I say? They're not going to get rid of it, even though I think, there should be a special clause. But it's too much shit that they're trying to bring on, bro. Same with my next complaint, which is the skills challenge. Like you said, either bring back just the premier guards, or like I said, do the guards versus the bigs in the bracket, meet in the finals, because that's what we cherish so much nowadays in the NBA. We got guys that are big that have guard skills. So let's see how good they are against the best fucking technical guards, the most skilled guards. Not any of this bullshit that they got going on now. That's just corny to me. Get rid of that shit and bring back the OG shit. Keep it regular. Like, that's one thing that they didn't have to change, but they're so obsessed with change. 3-point contest, like you said, you can't fuck it up. Realistically speaking, you cannot fuck up the 3-point contest. I don't think there's ever been like a boring 3-point contest in our lifetime, just because it's so simple. Like, it's subjective, it's not objective. Like, you could say that dunk's cool, I could say that shit was trash. We can't argue like, oh, well, Donovan Mitchell did better than Jalen Brunson. Like, no, Jalen Brunson made more fucking shots. Like, that's it. That's why you can't really fuck that up. Sabrina versus Steph was the best highlight of All-Star Weekend. The whole fucking weekend, bro. That was the highlight to me.
I feel like the only downside to that was that it was mad quick.
Yeah. And one thing I heard from, what podcast was it? I don't want to give credit to the wrong person. It might have been Through the Wire. I'm sorry, numbers on the board. I think they said like Caitlin Clark and Sabrina versus Steph and Clay. I think they said that shit. Like, that should be kind of cool. You feel me?
I'm laughing because I saw tweets. It was like, yo, if Clay lost to Sabrina, he would have been like...
He would have been like, all right, I got this. That nigga would have been so salty, bro. That nigga would have been so tight.
That shit would have been, yo.
But yeah, I like to see like another iteration on that, but like, I don't know how. Are we just going to keep doing Sabrina versus Steph? Are we just going to do like, oh, Sabrina versus Dame Lillard, Sabrina versus this person?
I feel like it would be dope if we do like 3 NBA players, 3 WNBA players, something like that.
I think 3 is OD. You know way more about the WNBA than me, but it's like, even I know Sabrina, you feel me? She got her own fucking sneakers and shit. I heard they're fire. Like, they're comfortable to wear, to hoop and shit.
I've been saying it, and niggas are like...
You have Sabrinas?
I might cop them. I want to cop them.
Yeah, like, there's Jalen Brunson fucks with them. He likes hooping in them and shit, you feel me? So, like, they're good ass fucking shoes to hoop in, but, like, I wouldn't want to, like, force it, right? Like, Sabrina is, like, a mainstream name. I wouldn't want to force it, and, like, I don't even know who the second best WNBA shooter is, with all due respect. I don't know who the third best WNBA shooter is, who that is, with all due respect. I guess the alternative would be either bring back the... whatever it was called that we talked about it last time, the shooting challenge.
Oh, the Shooting Stars?
I don't know what it was called.
Which one?
So it'd be a legend, current player, WNBA player.
Oh, yeah, Shooting Stars, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be cool. Have like 3 or 4 teams of that instead of 3 NBA versus 3 women. I put like fucking Ray Allen, Curry, and Sabrina versus whoever the fuck, you feel me? Like, I'll be cool with doing that shit. Like, that's something that they should bring back. They should have never taken that shit away. Yeah, bring that shit back. Or even, like, maybe next year, if you don't want to do Sabrina versus Steph every fucking year, throw her in the 3-point contest. See how she does. Because she was carrying herself fucking fine. She was doing perfectly fine. Kenny Smith wants to say some other shit. Whatever. I won't say too much about that. But she was doing just fine. So throw her in with the men at that point. You feel me? Just to switch it up a little bit, but not to the point where like, you're fucking up the whole competition and shit. Because I thought that was the highlight of the night. Dunk contest, geez, man. I think I think the dunk contest is gonna be like our longest conversation of the day, man. That shit was trash, straight trash. Respect to Mac McClung, he's a great dunker. He's already won twice and shit. I know you said the thing about the stars. I want to see the stars come back. Jaylen Brown, like you said, I feel like he only made it because he was an all-star. A lot of people are saying the same shit. I'm just parroting something else. I'm not original in saying what I just said. But I feel like he was definitely put through just because he's an all-star. But I respect Jaylen Brown because he risked himself and his identity and his presence by doing that shit to begin with. And he even said afterwards, after getting booed for 2 days straight, even afterwards, he said, I'll do it again next year. Fuck it. Why not? If no one else wants to do it and they invite me, I'll do it again. So that I respect. At least he's got the balls to be like, you know, I am a star. I had to kind of carry that shit with pride as being the only fucking star that wants to step up and do this shit. Fine, I'll do it. I would love for him to come back. I would absolutely love for him to come back, but come back with better fucking dunks, bro. That's what I gotta say. Because like you said, Jacob Toppin should have won him. The thing is, Justin, does Jacob Toppin even average 4 NBA minutes a game? No. Does he even average 3? No. 2? Maybe we're getting close. Like 1.5. The nigga don't play.
Yeah, he
do
not play.
But he had a good ass fucking dunk. I think it should be a overflow of stars, and like one guy like a Jacob Toppin was like, yeah, I'm just a fucking dunker. I'm literally just a dunker. Or like a Mac McClung, like, yeah, I'm just a fucking dunker. Like, for example, like, I want to ask you this, like, everyone's saying, like, oh, this is LeBron's fault, because LeBron never wants to do it. Why? Like, be real. Do you really think that all of this is LeBron's fucking fault, that stars don't want to do this shit?
I don't think it's his fault, but I feel like him not doing it, a lot of people kind of followed suit and was like, well, if he's not doing it, then, like, what does it matter? Because, like, before LeBron, you had all the top dogs doing it. Like, you had Dr. J doing it, Dominique doing it, MJ doing it, Kobe did it.
Don't say Kobe. That's one thing I was going to fight back on, but keep going.
Yeah, but, like, LeBron not doing it, to me, I don't really give a fuck. But it was, like, something that, like, it's a tradition. Like, everybody wants these guys to do it. And him not doing it was just like, all right. And then over time, we just saw, like, I wouldn't even say it's his fault, because even like during like the year he said he was gonna do it, and around that time, there wasn't even like that many like big, like Dwight Howard, big name, but then other than that,
he's the last superstar to do it. Like,
yeah,
superstar.
because if you really think about it, during that time period, it was like Nate Robinson. He wasn't a big name, but he was mostly. I feel like his name got bigger because of the dunk contest.
JaVale McGee,
like Blake Griffin. And Blake Griffin at that time wasn't even like a superstar.
He was a rookie.
Yeah. And then even the years after that, you had fucking like Jeremy Evans, Chase Budinger,
James White on the fucking Knicks.
Terrence Ross. Like, I don't think you could blame LeBron for that. Like, I feel like it was gonna go that way regardless.
Yeah.
And even the years before that, because you had Nate Robinson a couple times, you had young DeMar DeRozan. Like, I could understand if it was like every year, like some superstar motherfucker was doing it, and then it got to LeBron, and he was like, no. But that wasn't the case.
No,
I feel like it was always just like decent guys or like pretty good guys, and then it was just like, because Jason Richardson was great, but he wasn't like no super.
He was never an all-star.
Yeah.
Like, the only superstars in the past 25 years to do it were Vince in his prime. Yeah. And this is why I'm not saying Kobe. I'm going to explain after. Vince in his prime.
Yeah, Kobe was a rookie.
And Dwight Howard. So that's why when people say Kobe did it, Kobe wasn't even an all-star yet, number one. Number two, that nigga wasn't even averaging 15 or nothing.
He was averaging 7.
He wasn't no 20-point per game guy. He wasn't no 25-point per game guy. If this was like, because my thing is, if that's the case, why didn't 03 Kobe go do that shit? With the way that people talk about, oh, but Kobe didn't. Why didn't 03 Kobe do that shit? Because at the end of the day, sure, Kobe would have believed it because he's Kobe, but nobody else in the fucking league or fans were like, after that dunk contest, was like, damn, this man's going to be one of the 15 best players of all time. Like, nobody knew that shit. We knew how good Vince was, so for him to do a dunk contest, it was cool. You feel me? T-Mac, we didn't know what he was going to become yet. He was still on the Raptors when he did the fucking dunk contest. He was still a Raptor. Yeah. He wasn't on the Magic yet. Ray Allen was not an all-star or superstar yet. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
forgot Ray Allen was in the dunk contest.
Like the only guy to do it recently, like as a superstar status, is like we said, Dwight and Vince Carter in the last 25 years. Donovan Mitchell, not a superstar yet.
He was a rookie.
John Wall was not a superstar yet. Paul George was in his second All-Star year, but he was not the Paul George that we know, peak Paul George. He wasn't. He really wasn't. Like we could keep throwing out names. Like Zach LaVine was not even an All-Star yet. And even then, even as an All-Star, he was kind of like a underwhelming All-Star, in my opinion. He's like a low-tier All-Star. Aaron Gordon is not a fucking All-Star. Never made the fucking All-Star game. A lot of these guys that do this shit, like, it's not a new thing because it's LeBron post-LeBron debut and pre-LeBron debut. It was always the same shit. It was only in like that 80s where it was like, all right, we got all the fucking stars out. But it's like, nigga, we had Kenny Smith out there. Like, come on. We had Kenny Smith out there. We had Brent Barry out there. Brent Barry's a fucking like
Didn't he
superstar.
win?
Yeah, he won.
He won.
He won.
I think it was 96.
Was it that or the 3-point contest that he crip walk after? Because he won both, but not in the
I
same
think
year.
it was the 3-point.
Yeah, he started crip walking. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, how we talking like, oh, Kobe won it. Fucking this guy won it. Whatever. Ray Allen did it. Even he did whatever. T-Mac did it. It's like, bro, they were young guns, bro.
I guess the Kobe shit is just all hindsight.
Yeah, it's hindsight.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about Kobe here when it was Kobe here. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't the same Kobe Bryant that we all think about.
Bro, like, imagine like this, right? Obviously, completely fucking like off topic. Imagine this. Because we just joked about Jacob Toppin, right?
Yeah.
And imagine he won this year, right? Bro, in like 15 years, if he's like a 3-time MVP and shit, but like, yeah, look at a great player like Jacob Toppin. Jacob Toppin did it. And
Like,
LeBron didn't do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
And he's a 3-time MVP, whatever. It's like, bro, like nobody knew besides Kobe, like, yo, this is gonna be one of the best players ever.
Yeah.
Like that's it. So enough with that Kobe shit. Wash your hands of that. Dwight and Vince Carter are only superstars to do that shit.
Yeah, recent, yeah.
It's like, but stop blaming LeBron for the shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's
like you
not
said, it's
LeBron's
always been like this.
Yeah, because I was trying to like pause into it. Like, there isn't like a big like name of like a big like showing of like big
Collection
name
of
guys.
names,
Yeah,
yeah.
collection of names of like big time like guys in the dunk contest. It's usually like role players or like maybe like low tier, not all-star quality guys yet, but they might get there in a few years.
Yeah.
It's usually like that. So to put the whole shit on LeBron is kind of fucking crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I would say post Mike and Dominique, like it just nosedive because, like I said,
Yeah.
Kenny Smith, no disrespect. Brent Barry, no
Yeah,
disrespect.
you had Brent Barry in the dunk
Like-
contest. You talking
like-
about fucking LeBron.
Did Sean Kemp ever do it? And he's like an incredible dunker.
He might have done it.
Like we would have to check, but it's like I guarantee you, if I go through every fucking All-Star game, I mean every fucking dunk contest ever, there's not gonna be two superstars in any of them besides Dominique and Jordan. I could bet money on that.
I think John Starks did it.
Yeah, he's a one-time All-Star, I think.
Yeah.
Literally just one.
Yeah, Dominique did in his prime, Jordan did in his prime, Dr. J did in his prime. Yeah, you had motherfuckers like you had Spud Webb.
Yeah, Spud Webb was in that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
the appeal was that he was 5'7".
Yeah, and it was cool. I'm not
it
gonna
was
say
cool.
it wasn't cool to watch, but it's like he's
So
not
yeah,
a
this
fucking
shit's been
superstar
going on for a
for
long
a minute,
time.
a hot minute.
Cause he was another motherfucker. Like he is not like a superstar.
Nigga, he wasn't even an all-star.
He wasn't even an
He
all-star.
wasn't even
Yeah.
solid role player. He
Yeah.
was decent. He was even solid starter. You
So
feel
this
me?
shit was going on for a long time.
Yeah, this whole like, oh, it's LeBron's fault. Bro, go watch some of those 90s dunk contests and try to find out how many of those guys were fucking superstars or Hall of Famers. That's what I want to see. Go back and look at that shit. Any all-star, any dunk contest pre-2003 and let's say post-90. Let's see which ones. That's 13 years of fucking data you guys can look through. Go see who was an all-star superstar that year. I don't want to hear Kobe. I don't want to hear T-Mac. I don't want to hear fucking Ray Allen. Rookies or puppies. Because T-Mac was a puppy, but he wasn't no fucking rookie.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit.
If you want to watch LeBron the dunk contest, just watch his fucking McDonald's All-American dunk
Yeah,
contest.
that shit was cool.
Yeah, just watch that.
But that's another thing, though. People want to confuse, like, power dunkers with dunk contest guys. LeBron's a power dunker. He's an in-game dunker. That's just not going to look that cool in a dunk contest. DeAndre Jordan in his peak is not going to look cool in a dunk contest. We saw Drummond.
DeAndre Jordan, yeah.
We saw Drummond That shit did not look
Yeah.
cool. That shit was not cool.
I went back and I was like, yo, we really had Drummond in the fucking dunk
And
contest.
then it had Steve Nash do the rainbow with the basketball. And he just dunked that shit. Like, all right,
I think
bro.
still one of the dopest dunks was when Steve Nash got it off his head.
Oh, the header? Yeah.
To start him out. That shit was dope.
That shit was cool. Yo, Steve Nash he cooked in soccer. Because he did that one, then he did the shit for Drummond. But nah, bro, like, enough with this LeBron shit. But to try to, like, incentivize guys to, like, come out their shell and come do it, a lot of people are talking about money. Like, how much money would you, like, as a superstar that's making $40 million, what type of purse is going to be enough for you to actually get in and do this shit?
Didn't John Moran say 1 mil and I'll do it?
But the thing is, like, does he really mean that, though?
I don't know.
$1 million don't mean shit to him, bro. That's kind of crazy. $1 million don't mean shit to him. I don't know. But let's talk about Dream Dunk Contest, though, right now. Right now. Actually, yeah, let's do right now. Let's not do all the time. Let's do right now. Who are 4 guys you have to see right now in a dunk contest?
Have to see in a dunk contest. Who could we... I know a lot of niggas like to throw out John Morant, but I'm like, can John Morant even do, like, tricks?
I'm still picking him.
I would like to see it, but I'm like... I feel like Anthony Edwards would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Zion would have been cool like 3 years ago.
If he loses 20 pounds, honestly.
Yeah. If he loses weight, that would be dumb fire. Yeah, I'll throw John in there. And then for a young motherfucker, let's throw Cam Whitmore in there.
Respect. But I'm saying like all superstars though.
All
all-stars.
Superstar, all stars.
Like what everyone's begging for.
Anthony Edwards. I don't really care to see LeBron in that shit now.
Yeah.
He's fucking old. Do we even have that many like high flyer all stars?
I mean, I'll give you my 4 right now. Anthony Edwards, Ja, 15 pounds less of Zion, and Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not.
I get it. We've seen Donovan Mitchell, but like you said, he was a rookie or maybe his second year.
I'll say Anthony Edwards, Ja, 20 pounds less of Zion. And let's go with who's a young motherfucker that could jump out the gym. Damn, if they're not, do they have to be stamped all-star or could they be like all-star potential?
Well, if you say all-star potential.
Okay. I have a nigga. He's not an all-star at all, but I feel like it'll be dope.
Who?
Miles Bridges.
Oh, that should be fire. That should be fire.
That would be fire.
He's one that should go in next year. But
has he done it? He's done it once, right?
Has he? I don't confirm or deny it from me. I don't know. I gotta check.
I feel like he might have done it once, but I don't remember.
So the reason I say that is because of the story that I don't know if it was Vince or T-Mac that dropped it. Like, oh, we were all gonna get paid $1 million, but some guy stepped out. And that's supposed to be Kobe, Vince, Bron, and T-Mac. And everyone's saying off rip like, oh, Bron dropped out. I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe dropped out too. I'll be honest with you. Because let's say, he didn't specify what year, but let's say that was like Magic T-Mac, because they said 4 superstars. Let's say that's like 04, 05. Does Kobe really give a fuck about the dunk contest at that point? That man's a 3-time champion.
Yeah, he probably don't give a fuck.
Trying to win without Shaq at that point in time. Like, I think a lot of people jump the gun. People are like, oh, but Kobe's a competitor. He's the biggest competitor. Of course he would have done it again. Like, bro, he had 3 championships. He won at the highest of already. You think he's worried about a second fucking dunk contest title?
He's not. He don't give a fuck about
I think Kobe and Bron dropped out.
Probably.
I think T-Mac and Vince would have done it, but I think both of them dropped out. I don't think it was just like Bron, because people were like all jumping on Bron about this shit. And that's like another thing that's so fucking funny before I even get to the All-Star game, bro. My favorite shit is seeing LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe comparisons. And, you know, obviously it's like MVPs, rings, total points, finals MVPs, all defensive, whatever, 51 teams beat. What blows me the most, right, makes me laugh, just so that niggas have a one-up for Kobe to beat LeBron in the category, dunk contest championships. That shit is so lame, bro. Now, at that point, as a Kobe fan, you just reaching, bro.
That shit's ass.
You're reaching for anything.
Yeah, because I think MJ got 2.
Yeah.
But he lost 1.
Yeah.
It's crazy because now in the social media era, if a motherfucker loses one, like they're gonna hold that against you all the time.
My thing is too, like a lot of people are saying like, oh, nobody wants to be a meme. Players don't want to be a meme. Let's be fucking real, bro. Like, am I clowning Jaylen Brown for losing to Mac McClung? No. I'm clowning him because they pushed him through because he's an all-star and because his dunks were ass. But if he had fire dunks and he lost to Mac McClung, I would be like, wow, this nigga lost to a G Leaguer. He lost to the fucking nigga from the fucking Magic's G League team. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like that. Like, I don't know why players are so, like, insecure today, bro. They're so fucking insecure, bro. Unnecessarily so, bro. They're so fucking insecure. And it's like, are you really scared of being memed that you lost a dunk contest of all things? Like, you get memed if you get dunked on for, like, a week, let's say. But that's it. That's really it.
It's the meme era.
LeBron just got dunked on last night. Are we really going to talk about this shit next week? No, not even the biggest Bron slanders going to talk about this shit. The biggest Bron slanders, like the biggest Bron haters, they don't even talk about that Drew Holiday dunked on this thing 11 years ago. And that's 11 years ago, bro, when he was a Sixer.
Yeah.
So if it's like, that's the thing about the social media era. Like you said, social media era. But with social media, when shit pops, it pops hard. But then it's gone. It's literally gone, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you scared of? You got dropped last week. I don't even remember that shit anymore because guess what? Someone else just got dropped yesterday. Someone else just had nuts on their face yesterday. I'm going to forget that shit.
Nah, yeah, it lasts. I feel like everything just lasts like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it's like, what are you
At the
scared
most,
of?
maybe like 3 days. But that's really it. The power is crazy, though, because you see fucking... Like, I was surprised. You see Jaylen Brown get booed 2 days in a row. I was like, damn. And then even Damian Lillard getting the MVP for the All-Star game, he was getting booed.
Yeah, because they wanted Tyrese.
I was like, damn. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. I wanted Tyrese, too, because I put money on it.
That's different, though. That's different. They both played equally good. I guess gave it to a hometown guy, whatever, but...
Dame hit, like, fucking 3 deep-ass shots.
Another category Kobe fans like throwing in. All-Star game MVPs, my nigga.
Oh, he has, what, like 4?
I think he has 3 or 4. Like, who gives a fuck,
One of
bro?
them was him and Shaq.
Him and Shaq sharing, yeah.
Cole, yeah.
But it's like, who gives a fuck, bro? We talking about All-Star MVPs and slam dunk championships to put Kobe above niggas.
Oh,
Stop doing that.
Yo, they did that to him in Philly. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Kobe won in Philly and they booed his ass.
Yep. And that's his hometown.
Yeah.
That's crazy, my nigga.
That. Yo, that was crazy.
Moving on to our All-Star game, though. I know I'm like deconstructing everything, but we have to, bro, because you got to fix this shit. The worst All-Star game. Like I told you, bro. This was by far the worst All-Star game, bro. Like, real shit, like I told you. Like, I literally went into it. I don't know why I keep tricking myself into this shit, watching this shit every year. I walked into it with pretty decent expectations, not high, not low. Got disappointed, just a bunch of 3-pointers, niggas not trying, whatever. Turned that game off, and I literally just went to Batty Hub to jerk. Because there was nothing better to fucking do, bro. That shit was trash. There was no way I was about to watch 48 minutes of that All-Star game, my nigga. Luka shooting from half court and shit for a 2-for-1. All this bullshit. Like, that shit was terrible.
Yo, Luka.
No defense. 200 points crossed for the first time ever.
I can't believe that was the first time ever. But
It's
at the
gotten
same
close so many times.
But at the same time, these motherfuckers clearly did not try.
Yeah.
Bro, this All-Star game was so bad. I had to go back and watch the 2012 All-Star game. When fucking
Fire ass jerseys.
when fucking D Wade broke Kobe's nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep glazing that All-Star game, bro.
That was
the
a fire-
jerseys, specifically.
That All-Star game was fire too.
It was a good All-Star game as
Fucking
well.
Blake Griffin was an All-Star starter.
Yeah.
Yo, low-key, I want to go back and watch like the All-Star games and be like, damn, this motherfucker. Because you know how we had this conversation, like nobody's gonna remember who was a starter,
Yeah.
which is true.
It's true.
But then you go back and watch some of them and be like, this
what the
motherfucker was a
fuck?
starter. What the
fuck?
And this was year 2 Blake Griffin, and he was starting in the All-Star game. That's crazy.
It was nasty, bro. But like you said, no one really remembers it.
Yeah.
But there's like no defense, bro.
Yeah.
0, 0, 0 defense. And the one idea that I've but I've been parroting for a while, bro. And that a lot of other people parrot that watch the MLB. Put some stakes into the fucking game, bro. Winner of the All-Star game gets home court advantage in the finals. That's how the MLB does it.
They still do that? They took it out?
They still do that shit. They still do it. And people try in the MLB All-Star game. You're not going to see Garrett Cole throwing 80 miles an hour to save his arm. He's still pumping 97, 98. So why Judge is still trying to hit a fucking home run. Niggas is still stealing bases in the All-Star game. So why can't these guys play fucking defense? Put some stake into it.
I think MLB has the best All-Star weekend out of all the sports.
Yeah, I would say so in terms of simplicity and the shit that they do. The shit that they do though is good. Home run derby is never fucking ass.
Yeah.
It's never fucking ass. And the All-Star game itself is always pretty fucking decent.
And I feel like their celebrity game is pretty fire too.
Yeah. The fucking Walter White, bro. I said Walter White. I forget his real name.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. When niggas called strike on him, niggas say he turned to Heisenberg. He fucked up, kicked up all the dirt, and he got kicked out the game. That shit was funny as hell. But yeah, they do a way better job of the weekend. I actually agree with you. The NBA might have more festivities, but more doesn't always mean better, bro. That's what I'm saying. Simplify shit.
Nah, yeah, MLB is 1. I'll say NBA is 2. The NFL's 3.
I've never watched NFL shit. And we obviously don't watch fucking hockey.
Definitely I couldn't tell you how hockey's
All-Star. What the fuck do them niggas even do? Did they just
I
do
know
an All-Star game?
I know they have an All-Star game.
Of course,
but I don't know
anything else.
I don't know if they have like a shootout, or
a shootout contest. I do know that they were doing the draft way before the NBA did though, because I saw a funny video. I think it was Ovechkin, and it was like I think it was like the last pick gets a free car, and he wanted to get picked last. He's like, yo, don't pick me. He wanted the free fucking car, bro. I guess that's like a consolidation prize. That shit was funny as hell. But nah, man, put some stake into it, because at the end of the day, these guys are hyper competitive to the point that they're delusional. Like a Trae Young, even though he's like a 10 seed right now, he's not like, oh, I'm not gonna fucking try. I'm not gonna go to the fucking finals anyways. Even a 10 seed, those guys are still thinking they're gonna go to the fucking finals. Because if they didn't have that mentality, they wouldn't be in the fucking league to begin with. So even he's gonna try, because like, damn, if we get to the fucking finals, like the Heat or some shit, like we'll have home court advantage. And we're only gonna win like 43 games, you feel me? Put some stake into that shit. There's whole shit that I saw too of players saying like, oh, we want to get paid. For what?
To play in the All-Star game?
Yeah, because like, let's say they do get paid. Let's say Adam Silver pulls down his pants and bends over for the players again like he always fucking does. Let's say these niggas do get fucking paid. That doesn't guarantee they're going to try. They'll be like, all right, extra million in my pocket. I'm still not playing defense. I still don't give a fuck. So money's not the solution. A purse isn't a solution. A purse is a solution for the dunk contest. Because no matter what, you got to try in the dunk contest. You're trying to beat 3 other guys. All-Star game is like there's no fucking stakes, bro. Absolutely zero stakes. So what are we doing? Why not give the winning team home court advantage? Why not? I don't see any problem with it. Guys like LeBron, I know for a fact that he's going to start trying because like, damn, I know I can make it to the fucking finals. I'm going to start trying. Giannis be like, damn, I want home court advantage in the finals. Tatum's like, damn, I want home court advantage in the finals. Luka, Jokic, these guys are going to start fucking trying. They're going to play defense because then they might like, damn, not if, because they don't think in ifs. When I get to the finals, and if that shit goes to game 7, even if my team has 7 less wins than whoever we face in the other conference, we are going to be at home game 7. We'll be at home. And I know we could win at home. That's going to be their fucking mentality. So just make the switch already. Fuck money. Fuck paying the players more. Fuck all this bullshit. Add it so that whoever wins, the conference that wins, you got home court advantage, and that's it. That's my idea. Adam Silver, listen to fans who want the shit to be improved. Don't listen to players who are like, all right, well, I'm going to hold the All-Star game hostage. Give me $1 million to play the shit, and I'll try. Like, what do you think about that idea, Justin? Like, yo, we win. Game 7 is ours at home. We play our games first at home. We got home court advantage.
I never really thought about that idea. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. But, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things where if they were to implement that, I feel like motherfuckers might try for the first couple years, but then I feel like it's just like whatever. Because I feel like, I don't know. Because it's just hard to like predict sometimes because like anything could happen in the playoffs. Like the motherfucker on the bench just chilling could be the one that's in the finals, and he don't even know, and he's just like, I'm here.
My thing is though, like to counter that point is, at the end of the day, like even Trae Young, who's like the 10 or 9 seed right now, as a competitor, he believes that his team got enough to go to the finals. So why not try? And besides, a majority of the guys that play the All-Star game anyways are fucking like, they're in playoff contention. I don't think there's anyone on the All-Star team this year that's missing the playoffs right now, currently, right now, in the standings. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm missing
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes. I was about to say Scotty Barnes, but that's it. Just Scotty Barnes. But everyone else is like, you're on a playoff team. Some of you are in a playoff team that's avoiding the play-in right now. So you should try. You absolutely should try. Why not? Because that could be you going to the fucking playoff. You going into the fucking finals. I think it's worthwhile to at least try, and I think the guys would always try in that sense. Because home court advantage really talk about how important that shit is.
It is important.
Like you don't think of Stephen Curry is in a damn.
I feel like the motherfuckers that would try the most for that would be the guys that like the teams that like load manage a lot. I feel like that would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go for that shit. But then that could also light a fire under like, oh, hold on, we've been healthy all year and we locked down the 1 seed. I'm like, why the fuck should y'all get that shit?
Exactly. I'm like, damn, like the Celtics, like Tatum, he's still like, damn, I still want to protect.
Yeah,
that shit.
if I'm like Embiid or if I'm like Kawhi, I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna go.
Yeah,
for that
I
shit.
want that shit.
I'm like, you telling me I could play 60 games, or 67 games, and I'm gonna get home court? Yeah.
LeBron is gonna try the hardest. He's like, damn, I'm the 9 seed right now. I want to rest a little bit. I know I could turn on the playoffs. Like him and AD, they're like, damn, let's try hard in this one game.
He's like, wait, nigga, I could be the 7th seed and I just have to get to the finals?
Yeah, like damn, and now we're gonna be playing LA games 5 and 7. Oh, let's do it. Let's turn up right now then. I think, like you said, I think LeBron's gonna try harder.
Yo, he would have loved that when he was still in Cleveland.
100%. LeBron would love that shit. AD would love that shit. Kawhi would love that shit. PG would love that shit. And then on the flip side, like of guys who like can like rest and shit now, and like just cruise and just do it in the playoffs. On the flip side, it's like Tatum's like, damn, I gotta protect my home court advantage. And let's say like the 1 seeds on both conferences were close. Like let's say the Timberwolves were only like 2 wins behind like the Celtics and shit. They'll still be like, damn, like I still gotta protect myself because I could still become the number 1 team in the fucking league. So even Ant-Man would want to protect that shit. Towns would want to protect that shit. I think it's a worthwhile try, bro. Try it. At least try it. Because there's no way these guys are gonna do this. There's nothing bad that could come from implementing that when this is what guys are doing today. That's kind of my point. Nothing bad could come from that. That's a change that should be made instead of all the bullshit that everything else has been added to. But that's been my fucking rant about the All-Star game for like 30 minutes now. Well, the All-Star weekend. It was bad. I really do think I agree with the people who said it was the worst ever. Because just 3-point contest was cool. It was regular. And Sabrina versus Steph was the highlight.
We probably might have to make the 3-point contest the last event.
Yeah. No, should be. 100%. Until stars come into the dunk contest, like we said. 100%. It should be the last thing right now.
Or not even stars, just like, I don't know. You can't even predict like a good like dunker. Because I don't really give a fuck about the stars. I just want to see like fire dunks.
I want to see superstars do fire dunks. Or at least try to do cool dunks.
That's like rare shit at this point.
Of course, but just to see it, you feel me? At least let them try.
Yeah, because if it's like, I don't give a fuck if it's like Mac McClung, Jacob Toppin, and like 2 other G League. If they're throwing down some crazy shit, I'm like, okay, I could enjoy this.
That's where I take the other side because if that was a point, I would just go watch Jordan Klinglong, whatever his fucking name is. Yeah, whatever. I'll just watch him on YouTube. But the thing about the dunk contest is like, it's NBA players doing that shit. Jacob Toppin's barely a fucking NBA player.
Yeah.
And Mac McClung quite literally isn't an NBA player. So I want to see actual NBA players doing this shit. If I'm going to watch actual NBA players doing this shit, bring on the stars. Because I do want to see John Morant versus Donovan Mitchell throwing down, let's say, like, to me would be like an 8 out of 10 dunk just because of who they are. It's going to turn to a 10 rather than seeing, like, fucking Jacob Toppin do a 720. You feel me? I'd rather see the stars do cool shit than fucking 15th guys on the roster doing some crazy shit. Because I could look that up on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I guess that is true. Because I'd rather see a nigga that's actually in the league.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get some like unknown or G League, or get like one, I guess that would be cool. But the stars, I don't mind seeing the stars. I just want to see good dunks. Like you could get guys in the league, you get like young guys, guys in year 2. But the stars, if they want to do it, cool. But I'm not really like, cause I'm like, yeah, sure, we could get like Ja Morant, but if he does some weak ass shit, I'm like, bro, Cam Whitmore could have done that. Like,
I
way
guess,
better.
yeah. I understand, but I would even want Cam Whitmore to do it over Mac McClung and Jacob Toppin because he plays fucking NBA minutes, like way more minutes than Jacob Toppin.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's playing 35 minutes a game. He's playing way more minutes than Jacob Toppin.
And let's stop putting centers in the dunk contest.
Oh, that's a given.
Yeah, stop doing that.
If you're taller than where should we put the cap on 6'10"?
Yeah, if you're taller than 6'10",
Stay your ass home.
yeah, stay home.
Don't do that shit.
Like we don't need to see Chris Jericho Sims in the dunk contest again. We don't need to see Andre Drummond in the dunk contest again.
Yeah, we don't need that. Like, let's be real. Would we want to see fucking Shaq, prime Shaq, do this shit? No.
He'd have to do some like fucking outrageous shit.
Honestly, I'll take that back only because of him. I'll give him the win even if he did some basic shit, but he tore the rim off.
Like
Then he would win. He would win that shit.
I would only want to see him if like they raised the rim to like 12 feet, and then he like jumps over somebody and tears the rim down. That would be some crazy shit.
Speaking of Shaq, stop jumping over Shaq. That shit's not cool anymore. It's not cool anymore. It's not. Jumping over Taco Fall was cool.
I guess they do it because he's probably the tallest motherfucker in the building.
It doesn't matter though, bro. It's like we've seen it already.
Yeah, we see it all the time though.
Like,
yeah.
Who gives a fuck, bro? I don't like when they bring out Shaq, especially twice too in the same night. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
That shit had me.
I'm not impressed.
That shit had me crying when Jacob Toppin came out, and Kevin Harlan was like, he's actually wearing the shoes his brother wore to win." And then Kenny Smith was like, "If you gotta announce what you're gonna do, your shit is whack." I was dying. And I was like, yo, Jacob didn't even announce it. It was Kevin Harlan. Yo, Kenny was on some shit that day.
That nigga was off a fucking perk, bro.
Yo, he was.
That nigga was off a perk.
Yo, that shit was crazy. Kenny was wilding that day.
Enough All-Star talk though, Justin. I mean, we only got 2 nights of basketball. I just kind of want to touch on like the most like highlight worthy shit. Of course, Wemby had a 5x5. That was cool. After just barely missing it, first 5x5 since who? Who had the last 5x5? Draymond had a 5x5, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think Giannis has had one. So it's probably Draymond, and then I saw one though. It was crazy. I think he's had the first 20-point 5x5 than Jordan.
So 5x5 is what, like 5 points, 5
rebounds, 5 steals, 5 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks.
Draymond's definitely had that.
No, he has, but
yeah,
not scoring 20 points though.
Oh yeah, not scoring 20. Scoring 20? Has Michael Jordan done that?
They said, I think I saw somewhere that said he was the last one since Jordan to score 20 and do it.
Okay.
But my thing is, when David Robinson and Hakeem got their quad dubs, did they not have 5x5s too? Like, I might have to look into that.
I think they did.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did. Who knows? Or maybe they just didn't score 20 and they 5x5s. But that was impressive. But Wemby didn't give a fuck. He's all right, but we didn't win. That's some cool ass shit. I'm not gonna lie.
This is fucking getting scary for that man, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know. A couple months back, I said Chet Rookie of the Year because of what he's done, but he's cooled off so much, bro. And Wemby's just like, it's like you said, bro. He gets better every fucking game.
He gets better every game.
I don't know how.
And he's doing it in less minutes, bro. That's the scary thing.
He's like a my player, bro.
Yeah.
He's really like a my player. It's like, all right, well, it's like when you first start my player, and let's say you go and get like 15 minutes a game, and they're like, oh, you got to earn your starter spot. And you just your guy's already like a 92, and you're just doing all this crazy shit. You averaging 40 off rip, and they're still like, all right, we'll give you 25 minutes next game then. And it's like that shit, bro. He's playing limited minutes and dominating.
It's scary. Yeah, because me and my brother was talking about it because I was saying he gets better after every game. And then he tried to compare him to like some character from Jujutsu Kaisen. I forgot his name.
Which one? I actually started rewatching it, bro, because this morning, literally, I saw the first episode. Because, like, damn, I want to watch season 2, but I forgot what happened in season 1.
I forgot the name he said, but it was basically somebody that, like, they could adapt to everything.
Oh, I got to see that
So,
shit.
like, if they're underwater, they grow gills.
Fuck, that might have been from season 2. I didn't see that.
I forgot his name.
I didn't see
but
that.
But he was like Wemby's basically like that.
That's fucking
like
crazy,
every
bro.
game, he's getting better.
Will he be all NBA next season?
I think so.
Because I feel like All Star is too low already.
I think so.
He already got All Star.
I mean, the team has to be like.
Do they have to?
Actually, do they have to?
Do they have to win like 40 fucking games to give that shit to him? Come on.
What seed are they right now? Like the 14th?
Like 14th, bro.
Shit. If they're
who's worse than them? Who's worse than them in the West? They might be the worst team. They might be the worst team in the West.
In the West, yeah. Shit. Next year, I feel like if they're like the fucking 10th, 9th seed, he could be all NBA.
So playing and he's all NBA. This man's really about to average like fucking 24.
And
next
he's
year.
definitely, I don't know about next year, but he's definitely gonna win like multiple DPOIs.
100%.
Multiple.
In the future though.
In the future, yeah.
Because bro, not even if, because at this point it's just when, because he's just getting everything. When this man can guard the perimeter at an elite like rate, just give him that shit every year.
And I like how they moved him to the 5 now, because I like how he's getting way more rebounds now.
Yeah, he should.
I didn't like the beginning of the year when he was getting like 6 rebounds.
Oh, that shit would fuck up my bets.
I'm like, come on, bro. But now he's getting after it on the glass.
He's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'll stamp it right now. He'll be NBA all NBA next year.
I think so too.
Because things are like, oh, he's gonna be an All-Star next year. It's like, yeah, no shit, he's gonna be an All-Star next year. Even without voting, he's gonna be an All-Star next year.
That stat was crazy. Like his like stat line and shit at the All-Star break, and like all the other motherfuckers that did it, they were all All-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
It's true, bro. He's cooking, bro. He's cooking.
But all those other motherfuckers that did it, I think they were All-Stars as rookies or some shit.
My thing is, now my Chet stock is looking bad. That's the only problem. My Chet stock is looking bad because I bought mad Chet stock over Wemby stock like in December. But that's okay. I'll buy some Wemby stock too. I know I'm a little late. That's just already gone up like 200%. But hey, that's just still got like another 1,000% to go up by the time the singer retires. It's insane. But he's cooking. So that's a high point that I want to talk about. Let's talk about a low, bro. Something that I'm happy I was right about. I know you thought otherwise. Friend of the show, Dave, thought otherwise. I knew this nigga was a fraud. Jordan Poole has been benched, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He has been benched.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
He has been benched. All this talk, this is the next fucking Harden. He's going to do what Harden did when he left OKC. He's going to average 27. Oh, everyone are locking bets. He's about to be most improved. But I think he had the highest odd. I don't know how to say it, actually. Is it lowest or highest odds when you're the most likely to win? I was having that conversation 2 days ago, though.
He had...
That's low odds, right? That would be low odds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had low odds to win that shit. Probably the lowest to win MIP.
Or you could just say he was the favorite.
Yeah, he was the favorite. He was the favorite to win that shit. And to see that and Obi, too, like, Obi's not terrible, though. But it's like...
Oh, yeah, Mikey Locks was pushing that Obi. Yeah.
I knew he wasn't going to be it, though.
I remember that.
I knew he wasn't going to be most improved, bro, with all due respect. Niggas was overrating that shit. But going back to Jordan Poole, though, this is like... This is terrible, bro. This career arc is terrible. Absolutely embarrassing, bro. And I feel bad because I did want him to be like the winner out of this him and Draymond situation. But man, you look fucking bad. Not only did you look like a pussy when you got hit, but now it's like they got rid of you. People thought it was an L, but now look, it was a big fucking W for them. And you still got to get paid for another couple years, bro. Absolutely just stole money in broad daylight. It's incredible, bro. This level of fall. This has to be studied, bro.
They're finally starting Koulibaly.
As they should.
As they should.
As they should. I'll start Corey Kispert over Jordan Poole.
And free Denny.
Oh, Denny is... Yo, Denny's cooking, bro.
Yo, free Denny.
Denny is way better of a player than Jordan Poole, bro. Would you say that Denny right now, only like right now, as a recent, the last couple of games, is he the Wizards' best player?
Yeah.
He's better than Kuzma to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for admitting that. Not because you didn't admit it before, but thank you for agreeing with me, basically. Denny has been the best player. I think he's going to be the best player to the end of the season. Because he is hooping, bro.
I hope he gets out of there, bro. Because team could use him.
Like who?
I feel like a middling team or maybe contending team. Because he brings a lot. I wouldn't want to see him go to like... I mean, if he was to go to a young team, it got to be like a young, like up-and-coming young
What about
team.
San Antonio?
I wouldn't mind that. Because that would be a nice
hard.
building block.
That should go hard.
That'll go hard. But
For what, though? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
But I feel like San Antonio's main concern right now. They got to get a point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can't be Denny. Don't force him to be like your point forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can handle the ball and shit, but don't force him to be.
Denny's like a piece that you stick onto a team. Like if Denny was on like the Grizzlies,
that'd be pretty
that'd
good.
be fire.
That'd be good. That'll be a good team.
That'd be fire.
It's not like, oh, now we're a contender, but it's like pretty fucking good now.
Yeah.
He's hooping though, and it's like, Jordan Poole, you are a fucking bum. You are a bum, bro.
I think he had like, I'm about to check it. He had like 21 on 19 shots. So
He's a bum, bro.
it's crazy.
He's like, he might be the most or the second most unserious basketball player I've seen in my life, by far.
He had 21 points on 19 shots yesterday.
That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
And you picked him top 50 in fantasy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Fantasy, he was a top 15 pick, supposed to be.
I let Dave get in my head.
You're bugging
He's like,
out.
this motherfucker might average 30.
He doesn't even average 20 fantasy, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember every round we were like, no one's picking Poole. I'm like, I'm not fucking picking him.
He was projected top 15, right?
He was
Yeah.
top 15. Halliburton was top 10, but at least that one was true.
I mean, I picked him way later, though.
You did pick him way later, but no one else is going to take him, bro. It was just between you and Dave. Or maybe Dave was bluffing to get you to take him.
Maybe.
But only you and him were buying his stock. I was like, yo, I'm not touching this nigga until like the 90th pick. And even that would have been a bad pick. You picked him top 50. I think you picked him like 40-something.
I don't remember.
That's why you're in the position that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Could have been in the playoff. You whooping me, right? You're not whooping
No,
me.
you're beating me right now.
Oh, really? I thought I was beating you by a couple. I thought you were beating me by a couple of points. I need
What
that
fucked me
W.
up was there's always somebody that likes to sit out when everyone's playing.
Okay,
That's
nigga.
been the common theme this
Okay,
year.
nigga, I got 4 O's on my team.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And Collins in the playoffs. Collins had like 20 people out all year.
That's the common theme this year.
Bro, Colin, yo, I don't even know what this is, but let's just say he was unhappy about Jimmy Butler sitting because I only beat him by like 7 points in fantasy last time. He just needed that one
always
Jimmy
hate that,
Butler
bro.
game.
I have everybody playing, and then last minute Zion's like, I'm not playing tonight.
He's like, I gotta
And
get a
it's always-
cheeseburger.
If the game's at 8:00, it doesn't tell me till like 7:50,
Yeah.
and I'm doing shit. It's not
can't-
like I sit by the fucking
And even
app.
then, it's like all the other players already started playing because it was 7:30, so you can't swap them out for him.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, fuck. It's always Kawhi and Zion that do that.
Oh, wow. What a surprise, Justin.
Yeah.
Kawhi and Zion, wow. Who could have expected that shit?
But it's been more Zion this year.
Here's a question I want to ask you because I said he may be the second most unserious basketball player.
Yeah.
If he had the same amount of years on his contract, because I know it's about to expire soon, if he had the same amount of years on his contract, would you rather move forward with Jordan Poole on your team or Ben Simmons? Like, who is a bigger net negative to their own team?
Who's a bigger net negative to that? I feel like Jordan Poole.
So if you had 3 years of Jordan Poole left and 3 years of Ben Simmons, you taking Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess just off the fact that he could do, well, he offers more in the game than Jordan Poole does.
And the 12 out of 82 you be playing.
Yeah, that too. Even if I guess if he's not hurting you on the court, you could just rely on him to sit.
I guess, yeah.
Cause I don't know, Ben Simmons at least like he gives you rebounds, he gives you playmaking, he'll give you some defense. Jordan Poole's just gonna give you, if he's hot, he'll give you some buckets, but that's really it. I'd rather just take Ben Simmons.
I'll take Jordan Poole still. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take. Let's say it was healthy Ben Simmons, though. Like, he's actually playing shit. You still taking Ben?
So like the Nets version of Ben Simmons, but he's just healthy.
Yeah, like, he actually playing.
I'll take Ben Simmons though.
I'll take Jordan Poole. 2 bums, obviously. That's not even a mid off. It's a bum off. It's watching 2 homeless niggas fight each other. for a fucking Whopper Jr. Like, that's all it is. You feel me? A Whopper Jr. from the garbage. But it's like, in real shit, like, I'll probably still take Jordan Poole by a little bit over Ben Simmons at this point in their careers. Because it's like, Ben Simmons is just so fucking bad. And I forgot the report. It was definitely Bridges in the report. I think it was Bridges and Cam Thomas or Bridges and Cam Johnson. I don't know. One of the Cams. They typed that they trying to censor the fucking game plan around Ben Simmons.
I'll be tight too.
Yeah, I'll be fucking
I'll
tight.
be fucking
it's like,
upset.
Nigga, we've been playing
I'm like,
all
this motherfucker's
season.
barely been here.
Yeah, it's like we've been here all season, and when he does play, we're way better than him. What the fuck is going on?
Who's trying to do that shit? Kevin Ali?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bogus as hell. Very bogus. Very bogus.
They fired Jock Vaughn.
For no reason. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even think Jock Vaughn was bad.
Give me Jock Vaughn over Doc Rivers. By the way, Pat Bev, I love you, bro. I love you. I like what Draymond said, though. What? Draymond said that, notice how Pat Bev and that bum, Austin Rivers, ain't say shit about JJ Redick being wrong. They just talk shit about his career. And they said, you had your best years under Doc. False. Best years under Brett Brown. He was hooping in Philly.
Yeah, he was.
He was hooping. Those actions he was running with Embiid, hooping, bro. You could not stop that shit. Let's not talk about this Doc shit, glazing Doc and all that shit. Especially you, Austin Rivers, because JJ Redick
JJ Redick was tight.
JJ Redick had 10 times the career that Austin Rivers had. Austin Rivers could have played in the NBA for 40 fucking years and still not have half the career that JJ Redick did. He's a fucking bum, bro. He is a bum. And I'm still standing by my take from years back that this man was the worst player that was actually getting minutes in the NBA. Not the 15th guy, like compare him to like the 15th guy on the roster. He was, for a time being, he was the worst player in the NBA getting fucking 15 minutes or more.
What year from what year would you say?
I would say anything post Clippers, where he was only getting minutes anyways because of his father. So anything post Clippers, he was the worst player in the NBA getting meaningful minutes. We dropped him. We dropped him from the Knicks. Niggas got hyped because he dropped 25
he had that
in
one
game.
Crazy ass game.
Yeah, and I didn't buy no fucking stock.
That shit was crazy.
I wasn't hyped or nothing. I was so tight that we picked him up, bro. I was like, yo, we're not making it to the playoffs. We're not a serious team. We dropped him, and we made it to the fucking playoffs.
I thought with Houston, he was decent.
We're not doing this. We really not. We really not. But anyways, JJ Redick is right, though.
He was decent with Houston. But after that, he was just like...
He was a bum. He was a bum on the Nuggets.
Yo, he actually played.
He was a bum on the T-Wolves.
Yeah, he actually... I'll still never forget when him and Mo Bamba got into a fight.
That was so fucking random. Or when him and LeBron almost got into it, and he's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's a fucking pussy, bro.
I remember that.
The Andrew Tate comparisons is funny as hell, though, because he do low-key look like Tate. But nah, JJ Redick is completely right, bro. I don't know how many episodes we got to do this shit, bro. Doc Rivers is nothing but excuses, bro. Because now he's saying, like, I was telling Milwaukee, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you guys hiring me? Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You didn't have to take the job. Yeah, you getting paid, but it's like, why are you leaking all this shit now that y'all losing? Now that you had to go coach the All-Star game and shit when you didn't deserve it.
Yeah, they won last night.
And they did win last night.
But last night, man, that was hard to watch.
I ain't watch it. I was watching the Cavs get cooked, and then I saw the Suns get cooked. Quick brief note on the Suns, though. KD getting called a bitch by the fans.
Oh, yeah.
And the lady being like this, like, come on.
They try to back, yeah.
And the dude was like, yeah, I got a podcast, and her brother died. And the KD was like, what the fuck? He just walked away.
He was like...
That shit was fun, though. She was like, bitch. And he was like, yo, what the fuck's going on? And she was like,
that game last night to me was concerning with the Timberwolves. Just the late game offense.
Yeah.
It was very concerning. Because
I'm
going into the game... Because, bro, Damian Lillard didn't play that great. I know he finished with 21, but he was like...
ugly.
He was like 7 for 19 type shit. Or 7 for 20, some shit. But, yeah, that shit was concerning, bro. I'm watching the whole game. I'm like, where is the Michael Jordan that we're all talking about with Anthony Edwards?
Damn.
I like Anthony Edwards, but I'm like, I'm watching the game waiting for this shit to happen, and it's not happening. Like, turnovers, bad shots, all this shit was happening. Karl Towns was hitting big shots. But it's like they had every opportunity to win that game, but it was just like, they couldn't close it out.
I got faith in. I still got faith in them in the playoffs. I'm not selling my stock.
Yeah, I was just watching. I'm like, I'm kind of concerned, and it was against the Bucks, where it was like, Giannis is really like holding that Bucks team together.
And no matter what, just because it's Giannis, that could. It's not like what's the word? It's not like the most likely opponent, but they could be your opponent in the finals if you make it.
And Giannis was hitting his free throws last night, so
yeah. When
he's hitting that shit, it's hard to beat him.
He's looking like the best player in the world right now.
I think he might have been like 13 for 22 from free throw.
He be looking like the best player in the world sometimes. It literally be rotating between him, Jokic, Luka, and SGA. On any given night, that's the best fucking player in the world. Sorry, Tatum. Even though you want to try to insert yourself into MVP combo. Sorry. Very, very, very sorry. You're not in that fucking level, bro. You won't be, and you probably never will be, with all due respect.
I'm laughing because when he said that with Malika Andrews on the interview. I'm thinking about when Kat was talking shit to Jimmy Butler. He's like, go call Rachel Nichols.
Go call Rachel Nichols? What the fuck did that come from, bro? Why you saying that now?
It just reminds me of like when motherfuckers used to sit down with Rachel Nichols and have the interviews and shit. And I was just talking about the Timberwolves. I don't know. That shit was mad random. He was like, go call Rachel Nichols.
All right, nigga, wrap this shit up, yo. Jeez. Nigga said go call Rachel Nichols.
All right, guys. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It's going up every week, every day. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like. The audio listeners is also going up too. I've been checking a little bit. It's been going up. Follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast. The clips is going up. And thank you guys for showing love.
I got no random shout out. Yeah, I got no random shout out actually. I was trying to think. But nah, I got no one to shout out. 2 days of ball. Nobody's birthday this week. Shout out to myself. Shout out to myself.
Shout out to yourself.
Shout out to myself. More people got to shout themselves out.
Yes, sir.
Real shit. But we'll catch you guys next week. Sydney Sweeney's will be back. I'll catch y'all.
Peace.